What up guys? This week I asked you guys to ask me some questions about jobs or careers. So you guys asked some amazing questions. So let's jump right into this. What are some types of coworkers you've had to deal with? Really annoyingly talkative coworkers and coworkers that kind of smelled a little bit. Oh man, the sun's adjusting again. I had some people who were just lazy, and I hated it when people were lazy because you'd be doing all the work and they would just take advantage of that. What was your dream job during your childhood? I always wanted to be a baseball player or a basketball player, and I still kind of do, so. Is it too late? What would be a job that pays well, but you'd be too embarrassed to tell anyone you're doing it? I feel like most well-paying jobs are pretty lucrative. Like people would be like, wow, you do that? You're awesome. So I don't think you'd be really embarrassed to, I mean, I guess a trash man, but I wouldn't be embarrassed to admit that I was a trash man, but I heard they get paid really well. What was your first job? Did you get fired or did you quit? My first job was KB Toys, and I didn't quit actually, but I also didn't get fired technically because the store was going out of business as I was working there. Like I started working there, everything was good, and then suddenly they're like, we're going out of business. So we were like liquidating the store and everything. So technically I got laid off, which is kind of not fired, but also not quitting. Would you rather have a horrible job that paid well, or would you rather have a great job that paid horrible? I would rather have a great job and horrible pay, because for me, I'm the type of person that can't do something if my mind's not into it. So like school was really hard, like certain classes like accounting was really hard for me, but history classes were great for me, so I'd work really hard on that. If you had a chance to invent a job, what would it be? Inventing a job is really hard because I feel like there's everything nowadays. I mean, there's even people who like try ice cream, right? Like that would be a job that I would invent. Trying ice cream, if it's not already out. If your parents didn't want you to be a YouTuber, what other job would you do? I would probably be doing something in customer service because I like taking care of people and I like making sure everybody's good. Or I would be doing maybe something like being a basketball player. No, I'd be doing something in social media for sure. Like I was trying to look for jobs in sports and social media. So maybe like we're serving on their social media team, that'd be a lot of fun. What advice do you have for people who are looking for a job? You just have to put yourself out there. I think for me, I have a really hard time just putting myself out there. But I think sometimes you have to show that you have something to offer. And also just always trying to be doing something. Like for example, if you know you want to be an actor, don't just be like sitting around and waiting for something to happen. You have to really make your own thing. So make your own YouTube videos or do more research or go to networking events. Just try to do as much as you can. Oh my gosh, this light is terrible. Did your parents approve of your current job? If not, why? And they approve, but they also worry, of course, because it's not the, YouTube isn't the best course of getting paid and security and everything like that, and acting as well. So they're always helping though. They're always like, hey, I heard about this acting thing and blah, 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 which is amazing. It's really great to have support from your parents, and I'm lucky. How do you know your job is the right one for you? You have to figure out what you want in life. I have to do something where I'm passionate about the work, where I'm passionate about doing this, where I'm passionate about the people. It just really depends on what, at the end of the day, what your heart wants and what you kind of need for yourself. At what age should people start working? I think people should start working as soon as they can in terms of like whatever your legal age is in your state or city or whatever. I started working right when I could, like 15 or 16. And even before that, if you have, like my parents own a couple restaurants and they had a real estate office, and I would help whenever I could. I would work at the restaurant as like a busboy, and then I'd work at the office like doing filing work. I think it's good to instill that you need to work to earn, because I think so many kids nowadays grow up feeling like they deserve stuff. But I think you have to work to earn things, so as soon as you can. What do you think about being a writer? I think being a writer is amazing. I know it's very hard. It's really hard to make a living being a writer, and a lot of people have to take other jobs to be a writer. But if you can and you have a passion for it, I think you should try to make it work. What jobs do you think deserve more appreciation and recognition? This one's an easy one. I've had to choose one. Teachers for sure, because I have a cousin who's a teacher, and I also have a bunch of friends who are teachers, and they do some amazing work and they work hard and they love their students, but they get treated like crap. And there are places where you can support teachers. Like I support my cousin through Donors Choose, I think, like that's the website. I'll link it right here, where you can actually give some funding to teachers to help buy supplies, because a lot of times they have to pay for their own supplies because like people don't support them enough, which is crazy. So teachers, for sure. Thank you guys, those questions were amazing. I really actually enjoyed thinking through all of those and really thinking about my own career and thinking about how, I can instill some sort of advice to you guys. For next week's questions, I want you to ask me questions about fashion. And I have terrible fashion sense, so it should be really funny. And even if you guys want to give me advice on fashion, that'd be great. Make sure you ask me the questions below. You can ask there and I'll get questions from there, or through Twitter, or through Instagram, or through Facebook, through Snapchat, just whatever you guys want to ask me, I will screenshot them and you'll see them below, just like this week's video. And yeah, I need to go now. But thank you guys. I'll see you later. Bye. What jobs do you think